It's 8 straight finals wins. Lonzo Ball against the former MVP. To DeRozan. Short jumper won't fall.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
It's DeRozan. Has a look. DeMar DeRozan missed his first. That one goes.
Just remember an old saying here. You're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in. So it's time to get going.
Westbrook to Thomas. Here comes the screen. That's out. Last touch by Isaiah Thomas. Ball to DeRozan. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Thomas with the basketball. Down 2. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Isaiah Thomas trying to cash in on a 3-point play. A career 87% from the line. Free throw up and good. And the 3-point play puts them up early in this one. Lonzo Ball with the rock. Westbrook to Jordan. Thomas to James. Thomas. Wide open look, won't go.
But if great shooters keep getting open looks, it's a matter of time before they start knocking them down. You have to start contesting some shots.
To Vucevic. Ball. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Thomas to James. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Ball into the front court. Down by 1. Has a chance. DeMar DeRozan. 3 for 4. Good start.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
LBJ has it. There's a pass stolen by Chicago. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Another shot stays out. Thomas into the front court. Down a point. That's out. Last touch by Isaiah Thomas. The drive right to the basket. Short jumper stays out. Thomas across the timeline. They trail by 1. Jay, the Lakers, not just a great franchise, but they are a brand in the NBA. With LeBron James, what do you make of Laker fans accepting him maybe now or down the road as one of their own?
They better accept him now. I agree wholeheartedly with Jeannie Buss when she said they're not Laker fans if they're not happy about LeBron James. He is a Laker, and this is one of the most loyal fan bases we have, not just in this country, but in the entire world. The most Twitter followers of all the teams in the NBA.
Vucevic. That's no good. To James. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane.
Score 12-8. Here comes the screen. Lonzo Ball picked up by Westbrook. Can't connect from in close. To Westbrook. Oh, bad pass, and the Bulls have it. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. To Westbrook. To James. Thomas buries it on the catch and shoot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time.
They trail by 7. To Ball. Layup goes down. Well done.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Lakers ball. Westbrook to James. Here comes the screen. James to Thomas. For 3. He made his first effort, but not that time. And look out.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Now the Lakers timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 7, Carmelo Anthony.
I got him.
Westbrook to Anthony. There's a pass stolen by Chicago. Can't connect from inside. The follow won't go either. Ellington picked up by DeRozan.
Ice.
A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively. This is going to be a dogfight.
Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
First one goes down. And he makes them both. To Anthony. To James. Jordan out of bounds. Last touch by DeAndre Jordan. Substitution being made in this one. Lonzo Ball with the rock. And he scores. Jay, how do you stop that?
These two teams are matching basket for basket. If the pace of the game is going to be like this, I need to start stretching.
Anthony to Jordan. Goes to the right side.
Get over.
To Anthony. Jordan to James. Here's a chance from long range. He made his first effort, but not that time. Ball with it up top. Leads just a point. Oh, Lonzo Ball. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
James. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
Ball brings the rock up court. Shot from the lane won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
To Levine. And he finishes at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
LeBron into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Baseline drive. The shot won't fall. Lonzo with it. Leads one. To Zach LaVine. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Zach LaVine at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 82%. And hits the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Anthony gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Defense making the ball handler work. Nikola Vucevic. 2-4 now.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
To Anthony. Whoa, what a finish. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Anthony to James. Stuffs it down with authority. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
In a flash, scores at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Anthony. He made his first effort, but not that time. Carmelo Anthony swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Vucevic. Free throws coming up.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Tony Bradley at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Los Angeles, they have it. Here comes the screen. Anthony. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. DeMar DeRozan. He's now 4 for 6.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Luke Walton switching things up. He's got some new players out there. To Vucevic. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First free throw is good. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Down low to Jordan. DeAndre Jordan, look out.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Trying to cash in. DeMar DeRozan. He's now shooting 5 for 7. Deep three at the buzzer. 3 at the buzzer is good. And a fitting close. One quarter down. Long way to go. So, buckle up. It's wide open.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Nothing going here on that drive. Driving right to the basket. Rejected.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Bulls with the basketball. Screen coming. Count the basket at the rim.
Confidence is such a beautiful thing, isn't it? Even if your perceived abilities prohibit it, you've got to be you.
Thomas with the basketball. Down 3 to James. Popped out. To DeRozan. And counted at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Thomas into the front court. Down 5 to Ken Bazemore. Thomas. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Isaiah Thomas. Couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. Can't connect on the first free throw. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one.
For Chicago, number 2, Lonzo Ball.
Chicago basketball. Lonzo Ball. 4 out of 10.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Westbrook into the front court. Now down 6. DeRozan. The pass taken away by the Lakers. To Thomas. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Thomas. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Jordan to Thomas. To Westbrook.
Ice. Sit down. I'm here. Screen coming left.
A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. Westbrook into the front court. Down 6. To Ken Bazemore. Jordan goes to the left side. Thomas. It's good for 3.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
Has a look. DeRozan with a shot off the mark.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Isaiah Thomas. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Lakers at the controls right now. To Thomas. Nothing going here on that drive. Lays it up and in.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
DeRozan. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Ball with the basketball. They trail by 1. DeRozan against Westbrook. To Ball. Here comes the screen. Ball. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
LeBron James with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Nikola Vucevic. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Screen coming. To Jordan. Ball into the front court. Down by 1. Ah, the monster stuff.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of their defense. You have to dictate the pace.
To James. Here's the three. Tough shot. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Ball. Great feed. Sets it up. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Into the front court comes Rondo. Down a point. Lakers come up with it. Defense forces the turnover, and it leads to points.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Anthony to James. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. And too much contact.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
For the Los Angeles Lakers, number 0, Russell Westbrook.
Ball. To DeRozan. To Ball. And a throwdown. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Ball. To DeRozan. Ball. Nikola Vucevic. 4 out of 7.
This is like a boxing match. If you fight against a great boxer, if he keeps jabbing you at the face, eventually that body will open up. You keep giving up layups like that, boom, a body blow is on the way.
Here comes the screen. Anthony up against DeRozan. Nikola Vucevic chips it. Anthony.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
And Carmelo Anthony. He won't miss those. Hits the wide open three. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch-and-shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time. Back in his Denver days, his earlier New York Knicks days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Off the mark at the line. Ellington, defended by DeMar DeRozan. To Jordan. Anthony. To Jordan. He was hacked. They let it go. Chicago possession. DeRozan. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. The drive. Right to the basket. The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Ball with it up top. Leads 3. Lakers come up with it. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
And Melo will be the first one to tell you this. He's not ready to be a role player just yet. He can still put up points in bunches. Didn't shoot the ball that well last year, averaged around 16 a game, the lowest total of his 15-year career. Wow.
Anthony to Westbrook. From long range. Not that time. Lonzo with it. Leads one. Here comes the screen. No, great defense there, forcing the pickup. DeRozan to Ball. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Lonzo Ball. He's got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. To Thomas. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Isaiah Thomas at the line for a chance at a 3-point play, shooting 66% in this contest. Now the Bulls will take the timeout as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game. Chicago with the possession. DeRozan to Ball. Here comes the screen. Slams it down.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Ball with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Short jumper won't fall.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Knocked loose. Lakers ball. To Ball. Great look and vision. Runner here won't go. Anthony to Thomas. The pass set it all up.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Vucevic. Good look that time, but off the mark. Thomas across the timeline. It's an 8-point lead. Bulls come away with it. Lakers have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. Knocked loose. The pass taken away by the Lakers. He gets it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Oh, they called the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. That's it for the first half. The Lakers have the lead.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Lakers have themselves a close game after 2 quarters. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible, and if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Bulls are within striking distance at the half. And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up. The Bulls are still very much in this
Game track. Bench points.
The coaches are getting the kind of bench production that can make for some interesting rotations. Keep an eye on the substitution patterns in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
To James. Nikola Vucevic snatching it out of the air. Bulls have it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
The fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First try at the line, no good. Westbrook with the basketball. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Works it. To DeRozan. Deep right corner. To Vucevic. DeAndre Jordan pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Nikola Vucevic rejects it. That's his third block this evening.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Ball into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Offensive board. Nikola Vucevic. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%. It's Russ at the controls. Knocked loose. Ball. Vucevic. Not that time. Westbrook with it. Up by 6. Out of bounds. Last touch by Russell Westbrook. Ball with it up top. He'll run the offense. Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down. To Jordan. To Anthony. Jordan. Couple of cracks at the line now.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
First try, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. DeRozan with it. The margin standing now at 7. To Vucevic. Has a chance. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Westbrook across the timeline. Lead stands at 7. To Thomas. Here comes the screen. Thomas. Anthony. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Lonzo controls the offense. To Vucevic. Oh, you can't do that.
His timing was a tad bit off.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. DeAndre Jordan with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Westbrook into the front court. Leads 5. Nothing going here on that drive. Jordan goes to the left side. Thomas. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
People do not realize the brilliance of the coaching in this league. The small adjustments made defensively has made all the difference in the second half.
From the painted area, won't go down.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Anthony to Westbrook. Nikola Vucevic sends it away. 4th this contest.
Blocking so many shots only gives you
the crossover, gets inside, and the slam dunk.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Anthony to Jordan. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Thomas to Jordan. DeAndre Jordan, look out.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Bulls with it. Lonzo Ball picked up by Westbrook. To Levine. Baseline drive. Count the bucket for 2.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Nikola Vucevic. Huge block. Ooh, 5 now.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Zach LaVine doing what he does best. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Baseline drive. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Ball's out. Last touch by Zach LaVine. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Westbrook, deep left corner. Thomas. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Give the defense some credit here. He killed them in the first half, driving and scoring at will. But now, it's lockdown time.
Thomas with the basketball. His team up by 1. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. 4 out of 7.
This is basketball one-on-one. Play inside out. Give the big man the ball, and the rest of the court will open up. That was an easy lay.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Chicago with 4 to shoot. Zach LaVine. That's how you defend. To Thomas.
Remember that old saying? Let sleeping dogs lie? I wouldn't trash talk to this guy right now. I wouldn't want to do anything to ignite him or really instigate him to start attacking more.
Nothing going here on that drive. And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. Westbrook into the front court. Up by 3. Thomas to Westbrook. Lets it fly from long range. Missed it. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
I'm watching the coach.
At the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. Oops. He missed the first one. Missed the second as well. Los Angeles, they have it. To Ken Bazemore. Curling inside. The screen sets him up for 2.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Vucevic. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
I've seen it happen so many times. End up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line. Here's Rondo with it. Leads 3. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Come on, DJ. Give the people what they want. I want that for my screensaver.
It's Chicago ball. And scores. Strong take.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Rondo with the basketball. Looking to make something happen to Jordan. Gets it in the right corner. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And it's Bradley there to clear the rebound. To Zach LaVine. Drives, but a shot won't go down. A big finish at the rim. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Knocked loose. Vucevic. A drive through the paint, but his shot misses. And the finish. Jay, Euro stepping for 2.
Ed, this is like show and tell back in kindergarten. You show the ball, and then you tell him with the easy lay.
Going back to the pre-K days, Jay. To Levine. Here comes the screen. Levine. And finishes strong. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Lakers at the controls right now. To Jordan. Sizing up the defense. Here comes the screen. To Ken Bazemore. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds off a ball. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Stepping in for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 6, LeBron James.
James to Thomas. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Anthony, he's looking for that touch.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's
Stuffs it down with authority.
in the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Westbrook to James. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. 4-3. That's good D. Shot no good.
His scoring has definitely cooled off, but you have to give the defense some credit. They're denying him the ball and really making him work once he catches it.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Lonzo Ball against the former MVP. Gets it in the left corner. Vucevic to Ball. Lakers come up with it. To James. You've got to get that one to go.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Rises for the slam. Here comes the screen. Deep 3 at the buzzer. This quarter's in the books. The Lakers have the lead. The Bulls in possession as we start the 4th quarter. And a lot of people might not have expected this to be a one-score game this late. But wait, Jay, we have ourselves a ball game.
Ed, I've been in this situation so many times as a team that's been the favorite. You expect to win the ball game, and then all of a sudden you find yourself in the middle of a true battle. This looks like it could be anybody's game right now.
Driving is Rondo, but his shot won't fall.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Shot from the lane won't go. To James. Nothing going here on that drive. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
And hits the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Bulls with the rock. to Ball. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Ball. Gets a look, can't hit.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Bulls with the basketball. Carmelo Anthony sends it away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Lonzo with it. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. That is great vision to set it up. Gets it at the top of the key. Fires the three. Tough shot there for Bazemore. No good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
For three. Not that time. He missed it. Lebron into the front court. 2-point advantage. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the three-point play, shooting 75% so far tonight. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. To DeRozan. No, he missed a short one there. James into the front court. He'll run the offense. From the painted area, won't go down. To DeRozan. No good. To Kent Bazemore. A drive, but he can't get it to go. Lakers have it. Bazemore with the slam.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. DeRozan with the basketball. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Entering the game for Chicago, number 9,
Westbrook with the basketball. His team up by 7. To James. It was right there. To DeRozan. 5 to shoot for the Bulls. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Oh, emphatic slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
And he missed the free throw. Nice pass to get things going.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Nikola Vucevic at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He's been steady, 83% at the line. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Gets to the basket and scores.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas, or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Now ready to shoot at the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of up.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Chicago basketball. To DeRozan. James. Well defended.
Notice that the defense isn't giving him as much space anymore. They're crowding him every time he catches the ball and really getting into his legs defensively.
Add 2 points to the board.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Westbrook. Straight on look. James. Now that's a contest.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
LeBron James able to recover with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
With the slam. Stay out of the way when the train's coming through.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
DeMar DeRozan with the basketball. Here's a chance from long range. DeRozan's got the board. To Vucevic. LeBron James swats it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Trying to cash in, knocks it down off the step back.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Westbrook with it, up by 6. To Anthony. Screen coming. James to Anthony. Beyond the arc for three. Smothering D.
He was absolutely scoring at will in the first half. But now that the defense has picked up, don't try to do too much. Less is more.
Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his fourth block of the evening.
Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. Vucevic. To DeRozan. Nice pass to set things up. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game, and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
James. To Anthony. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. No good. And they call it.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Time to shuffle things up. DeRozan. Offensive rebound. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
And count the basket inside.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Lakers come up with it. Oh, the slam popped out. And a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Levine to Vucevic. And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, right?
Free throws on the way. He's shooting 71% so far. Misses the first. Knocks down the second after missing the first. LeBron with it up top. Leads three. To Ken Bazemore. Here comes the screen. James. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. No good. That's great defense.
Shoot or shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And the Lakers with the rebound. Across the timeline comes James. Up by 3. Nothing going here on that drive. James. Here comes the screen. And a nice finish at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Chicago possession. Carmelo Anthony with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Bulls get it back. Levine shakes free and hits.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Anthony. Rondo to the basket, but he can't finish. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
From a guy who's been there before, tomorrow morning you'll wake up and you would have wished this was a bad dream. But in reality, all you can do is knock the cobwebs off and let it fuel you for tomorrow.
Working hard on the glass. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Knocked loose. DeRozan to Zach LaVine. Knocks it down from mid-range.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Knocked loose. To DeRozan. Gets it in the left corner. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Look at that. Calm.
Minutes. That leaves them with one more chance to stop the clock before the buzzer sounds. Some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Westbrook to James from long range. He was all over him. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Time expires. We have a tie ball game. New blood coming in for both sides. And we're underway here in the extra period. James to Westbrook. Slam dunk, Russell Westbrook.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Ball with the basketball. Down 2. Short jumper stays out. To James. Russell Westbrook powers it through.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Chicago with the possession. Lonzo Ball, defended by Melo. Lakers have it. James, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Flushes down the slam. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Ball into the front court. Now down 6. To Vucevic. Big finish at the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense. Lets it fly from long range. He engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup to Anthony. Won't go down. Ball with it up top. They trail by 2. Trevor Ariza knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. DeRozan. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Oh, Russell Westbrook, 4 out of 10. The inner beast of Westbrook, sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate or not hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
DeRozan, and he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there. LeBron into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Goes to the left side. To James. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as a difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Russell Westbrook rocking the rim.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. To DeRozan. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Anthony. Taken by Vucevic. DeRozan with the basketball. Down just a couple. To Vucevic. Lonzo Ball, defended by Trevor Ariza. Has a look. Off the mark. Well contested.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
To Westbrook. Slam dunk. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Vucevic, knocked loose. Lakers have it. There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of... Nope, first one does not go. He missed a pair of free throws. Here comes the reach and an intentional foul. Stops the clock with 30 seconds to go. Can't connect on the first free throw. off the mark. And a putback slam.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Vucevic, defended by Melo. And here's the foul. Right now it's a two-possession game, so if he hits one or two of these, it could be all she wrote. First try at the line, no good. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Now whistle. We'll get a timeout called by Chicago as they'll make sure they're all on the same wavelength here in this fourth quarter of play. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Oh, bad pass, and the Bulls have it. Lonzo Ball matched up with Trevor Ariza. Someone's not going to be happy about that. You have to be careful on the inbounds.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
There it is, sixth foul. He's on the bench for the rest of this game. First try, no good. Missed the second, 0 for 2. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. It's James, and he hits. Oh, that one could be the dagger as they've opened it up here in the final minute of overtime.
I don't know about that, Ed. I've been a part of a game where we came back from 10 with a minute left to go. Anything is possible.
Would you call that a miracle minute? Lakers come up with it. Deep three at the buzzer. The Lakers get the victory as they win it in overtime. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers stayed strong to get the overtime victory. It was a remarkable game for the way it ended, but it was also a terrific game overall. I'm glad to have been a part of it. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Bulls lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. Chemistry was clearly not the issue today because they were definitely sharing the ball well. Still, everyone knows they'd rather be sharing the joy of a victory. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Chicago Bulls.
Game track. Assists.
I was really impressed by the way these teams shared the ball. As you can see in these highlights, the ball movement was spectacular. It can't be said enough. The extra pass can make all of the difference.
Player of the game.
LeBron James was happy to throw down plenty of dunks. And if the defense happened to be there, he brought them along for the ride.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Lakers worked some overtime to get the win. It was impressive to watch them battle fatigue on their way to a positive result. In the end, their perseverance was rewarded in a grueling game. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Bulls finished on the losing end of a close score. They did a great job with their ball movement, forcing the defense to constantly make adjustments. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough for the win. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Chicago Bulls.
Game track. Assists.
The teams in this matchup did a great job of moving the ball and keeping the game flowing. It was the sort of action fans love to see, and I definitely enjoyed it myself. The unselfish play made for a great game.
Player of the game.
The chosen one was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in this game. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Lakers needed extra minutes to get the victory. Teams show their heart in the extra minutes, and it was clearly on display in this matchup. What a great game. It was definitely a thriller. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Bulls just couldn't close this one out. Chemistry was clearly not the issue today because they were definitely sharing the ball well. Still, everyone knows they'd rather be sharing the joy of a victory. Check out the leading scores for the Chicago Bulls.
Game track. Assists.
It's a shame only one team can win when you have such great team basketball on display. The ball movement was tremendous.
Player of the game.
LeBron James seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again, he kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.